So new day, new week, and effectively this week there's no real agenda, there's no real schedule on what I'm going to share. It's literally just going to be on the go, mishmash of different things. So particularly today, it's all about in the office and using this creative juices that I've got running, because as you may have known from the previous episodes, check out the previous 2 episodes to this. I've been working on a new type of service, a new type of offering to provide for our sourcing business. So we finalized the key details in that, and today I'm going to be looking to draft the copy that's going to go onto that webpage. I'm excited. There's a unique combination of different offers, features and guarantees, and I'm sure that's going to really improve our conversion rate. We've kind of looked at from step 1 to right to the end, what do sellers want? What do they actually need? What questions, what obstacles have they got? And I believe through how many hours in total? We probably spent 20, 30 hours going through it all to then look at that whole process of all obstacles that a vendor's going through. And we think we've now got the solution to that. And now it's about presenting it. That as we implement it, I'm sure there'll be a lot of demand. And as with anything that's new, I'm sure there'll be things that need to be improved along the way. However, I'm excited. And now it's just about getting it drafted and then launching our marketing campaign to support that. There might be a few things that you can learn from it, or there might be a few things that you can suggest that I can improve upon it, which I'm always open to finding out, because nothing's perfect. I'm not the greatest copywriter. I'm not the greatest marketer. I just try and look at what the customer wants and try and implement it. And some of you watching it might be superb copywriters or superb marketers. I'm open to suggestions on improving it. All of these pages are the summary of what we worked over the 20 to 30 hours we spent. And now it's about condensing that into great copy or decent copy to attract vendors. And with anything, it's going to be improvement over time. Analysing how people react to the page, how they react to the offer, how we can tweak it, make it improved. But I'm really confident in this. I think it's going to work well. I don't see it as, this is going to be an offer for 4 weeks. I see this as something that could go on for next 12 to 24 months with tweaking, improvement, designs, etc. So I'm really excited about this, actually. Really excited. So let's see. This book, if you haven't got it already, is something I recommend if you're drafting copy. Outstanding book, gives you some keywords, some key phrases to just help improve the sales page or landing pages that you create. Check it out. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I've done it. So it's taken me more than 2/3 hours to do it, but I think it's all encompassing. It covers all the key things. Look, let me show you. So yeah, you'll see it's got quite a bit of stuff in there. In terms of context, give some stats, our offer, some testimonials, comparisons, some bonuses, some guarantees, next steps. I'm truly happy with this. I'm really happy with it. I think it's going to be warmly received. Just about to do some viewings of 2 properties that are on behalf of securing them and then selling them on to 2 of our investors. So we've got a lot of interest. It's in a really good area of Coventry, so it will work for both HMOs or just being let to a standard family. So follow along, and I really get excited about things like this, which is viewings. It's what really gets me buzzing. I like viewings, negotiating, and typically this is something I'll just do. So I'll do some voiceovers because there's probably going to be some tenants inside, so I'll do voiceovers once I've gone around it and to show you a look around. So quick overview of the properties that I viewed. They're 2/3 bed terrace, bread and butter buy to let properties in a good area. It's already tenanted, so apologies for the mess, but it's a good area with strong income, supporting with good capital growth. Let's not overcomplicate it, just look around the properties. So just finished off those viewings. Really good properties actually. They're 2-3 bed properties in a good part of town. I'll make an offer to the vendors later on today / tomorrow. We've already got a relationship with those vendors because we've sold 2 of their properties before, and we've got an additional long-term relationship because of from our letting side. So really confident that those properties will be sold to 2 of our solid investors. Two great properties, good locations. These have kitchens already completed. This needs a clean up, a bit of liquor paint, and it'll be ready to go for the next rental market. There's actually a huge demand in Coventry right now for these type of properties from students and professionals. So I'm 100% confident that they will go very, very quickly for buyers as well as for renting very quickly too. So now, as you can imagine, viewing properties and making offers it's hard stuff. It takes a lot of energy, so it's all about topping up on the energy. So I'm going to go to one of the local Caribbean places. Been there before. When I'm deep in refurbishments, this is the stop that I typically take, where I might be going to site early, leaving late, and this is the spot to hit if you're looking to refuel. So if you know one of my investment areas, Durham, property prices, especially right in the city centre, are very, very competitive. Rooms would be equating to nearly 80 to 100,000 pounds a room as a HMO. So if it was a 4-bed and it's a licensed HMO, it would be around 400,000. And that's because it's a really small and condensed area, but it's also being guarded by the fact it's Article 4. So, and the council are very stringent on what they approve at the planning stage for HMO. So you've got strong demand, you've got good demand from tenants, strong demand from investors, limited amount of stock for C4 type of HMOs. So it's really, really competitive and really challenging to find those good properties that stack up, but also that you're getting a good equity return from day one. As you can see on my screen, I saw on the weekend that there had been a property that I'd spoken to the agents with early in the year, where this particular property is superb location, actually a family house. And the vendor had struggled to get a C4 approval. He was citing the fact that he was struggling to sell it, but it was rejected. However, on the weekend, it actually came back on the market and shown on there that it had got a C4 approval. And I looked at the planning portal, and the planning portal actually said appeal status decided and appeal decision allowed. So the vendor had gone back to planning, appealed the previous decision, which was rejected for C4 application. And that's got its change of use from C3 to either a C3 or C4. That's quite a new precedent that's been set, because first of all, C3 to C4 classification is usually set. So C3 to C4, not the flexibility to have a C3 or C4. So if a property doesn't work as a HMO, to then be able to revert back to a standard residential and then being able to go back to a HMO, that flexibility is very rare to see, especially within Durham. And second of all, having this type of property approved is very, very low. So today I'm going to spend a couple of hours printing off all the documentation linked to it, reading through it. As you can see, there's 37 associate documents. So I'm going to read through all of it. The key things are what the proposal was, what was the appeal proposal and statement, and what did the adjudicator or the appeal officer for the council actually say, because those would be good things that I can apply for future property. There's a new strategy that I can see that can come out of this, where I can work with some good homeowners, get a good solution for them and for me, but just be rewarded with a bit more time to get the HMO planning approved and then be able to get a good solid return on the back end. Kind of in summary, it'll be a kind of an option solution at a really good rate for the vendor, a good rate for us, but also once we've done the works, we get some instant equity too. So yeah, it might seem very boring and all these documents. However, as there's a saying, the profits are in the niches. So there's a good opportunity that I can see from reading all these documents and coming to a more confirmed solution, especially supporting discussions that I had with one of our planning consultants. So yeah, this will be some really good reading.